My son is 6 years old. He'll be graduating kindergarten. He's been having a rough time lately. I think he's having issues expressing his feelings, and I just want him to be okay and feel loved. Thank you for this product. I love this parent is being so mindful about their child's feelings. So I want to give you 3 tactics to really get your child to open up and talk about their feelings and become more emotionally intelligent. These techniques will apply to anyone using our journals, but even if you're not, they still will apply to you. So definitely watch this because it is so important. In my journal, I have this daily feelings check-in. So every day they get to circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phases of how they felt. If you ask your child, how did you feel today? This might be too big of a question, too broad, and they don't know how to answer it. So my first tip is ask your child about a moment or event, past or present, specifically about how they're feeling. For example, my son and I went away for spring break and we flew on a plane. My son hasn't flown in a long time and I know he had some feelings about it, so I asked him about it using this journal. And he circled like a sad face, and I wanted to get him to verbalize what he meant. And in our journal, we have this feelings finder page. Let me show you. Our journal has a page with all these different emotion names. I think this is so important to get kids to get the vocabulary as far as what they're feeling. So the ones in header in the colors are like the main feelings, and they're based on the feelings wheel. So happy, surprised, confident, bad, fearful, sad, disgusted, angry. Some kids that are flying may feel really brave or confident or really happy or excited. But my son was in this bucket and he was feeling nervous and worried about it. Knowing what your child is feeling is so helpful so you can help them through the moment, not only get them to be aware of what they're feeling, but also help them through and manage and cope with that feeling. The second way you can get kids to be more emotionally intelligent is to focus on the feeling itself first. So for example, again, we have this feelings finder page, and you can ask your child, what is making you feel worried this week? Are you feeling stressed about anything? Getting your child to not just think about, but talk about that emotion is really powerful because you can really understand and help them in that situation. So for example, you can ask your child, do you ever feel lonely at school? If they say no, that's great. If they do feel lonely, you can dig deeper into why that is. Like, are they shy? And you can practice like doing introductions. You can practice having them compliment someone. So these are all things that, are clues as to what is driving our child and how we can help them succeed. The third and final tip is such an important one, and that is to model talking about emotions and feelings within your own home. I think so many of us, we want our kids to be able to talk about what they're disappointed in, why they're frustrated, but they've never heard it from our mouths. And if they don't hear it, how can we expect them to do it, right? Something I started doing was me circling the feeling I felt and then explaining to my son why I felt that way, and then he would do the same. So this is a really good exercise to do together. And then we would obviously use this feelings finder to name our emotions. An example of this would be to share with your child, I felt really frustrated today because there was so much traffic and it made me late for my appointment. But then share with them how you coped or how you dealt with the situation. So I could say, but I called the doctor's office to let them know I was running late. I took 3 deep breaths, and next time I'll make sure I'll leave an extra 15 minutes early. Modeling this to your child lets them know that all feelings are okay and that there are ways to cope with them. I hope these tactics will help you get your child to talk about and open up their feelings more. If you have any other tips, please leave them in the comments below, and congratulations on your kid's graduation.